Fight hard, keep it clean. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Good luck to you both.
It's main event time at CES 71. Michael Parenti joined by Joe Lozon. We're ready for the flyweight strap on the line. Mitch Raposo in the yellow trunks taking on Falvio Carvalho in the black and red. And Joe, it's been a night of redemption for several fighters, including Nate Garib, who avenged that last loss in the title fight by winning a title tonight. And for Mitch Raposo, he was supposed to actually fight at CES 70 last time out, had weight cut issues, wasn't able to compete on the card. A chance for redemption for him tonight if he gets a victory, and then he'll bring home a world title as well. So a couple of interesting storylines coming into this bout, or coming into this fight. We'll see if Raposo can deliver.
So in general, Mitch has a very kind of speed-oriented style, kickboxing-wise, right? So he generally throws punches and then gets out of there right away, right? And sometimes that kind of works against him, right? Because he lands shots, and sometimes when he lands, he doesn't do that much damage because he's on his way out. For this fight, though, I think it's kind of a nice little style for this fight because I think Falvio's gonna try to get the fight to the ground. I think we're gonna see him trying to engage with Mitch and then pull some kind of guard or hit a takedown, and I think that it's gonna work out to Mitch's advantage if he can hit and stick and move and not get pushed up on the fence here.
So depending on the opponent, you want to see Raposo possibly follow through more and be more aggressive, but against a fighter who wants to go for the takedown, maybe you don't want to mix it up as much.
Yep, exactly. I think in general, Mitch generally wants to be a little bit more aggressive on looking for finishes, right? He's a little bit too cute sometimes where he lands his shots and he gets out. He needs to be a little bit more grindy and get after people. But for this fight, especially early in the fight, I think it's perfect.
It looks like he's doing a little bit of both, too, to speak on your point. Yeah, landed a couple of 2 or 3 punch combos, gets a nice takedown there, steps back out. Leg kick just sends for Carvalho crashing to the canvas.
And Mitch should honestly just keep that up.
Yeah.
Just, keep moving around a little bit. Like, he landed a leg kick and dropped him right away. Like, I mean, that's jiu-jitsu-wise, a compromised leg is not the end of the world. Stand-up-wise, it's a death sentence.
That's right hand by Mitch
he's wobbled.
There. Yeah.
He's wobbled.
Carvalho's in some trouble here early on. And you wonder, Joe, at some point does Raposo just not necessarily empty the tank, but if he sees an opening, just go for it. He's had a couple of shots there where Carvalho's been on his back and he's let him back up.
Yeah, I think he's being patient. I think he's definitely going to go for the kill strike here, but I think he's just trying to set it up a little bit. A little level change. I think we're going to see him level change and then come up. He's switching his stance. Carvalho's switching his stance. That's not a good sign.
And again, those leg kicks are wobbling Carvalho here as we have 2:40 to go in round number 1. This one's scheduled for 5.
It's surprising how much damage Mitch did with, I think that was the first leg kick he even landed and kicked his leg out.
Right left-hand combo by Raposo, now sneaks in the left on the way out of the break.
Sometimes you get guys that, or fighters in general that, they have very good jiu-jitsu and they want to test their jiu-jitsu and they want to, take it to the next level and they want to fight. But sometimes they don't have, like, super well-rounded skills, for a lot of kickboxing experience. And that kind of seems to be the case with Falvio a little bit.
He's trying to throw some combos. Just seems like he's a step behind.
Just a step. Mitch is fast.
Yeah, he is fast.
I've sparred a trainer with Mitch. Like, he is very, very fast.
Nothing that Carvalho's throwing is really landing as Raposo just getting out of the way. Now another big takedown by Raposo.
Mitch needs to be smart here and needs to break away. I mean, that's in his best interest here. You're winning so handedly on the feet. Don't engage. Don't play this jiu-jitsu game.
Minute and a half to go in round 1. We're scheduled for 5 in the flyweight division as Raposo lands a couple of shots before getting back to his feet. He's gonna let Carvalho get back up. Continue that same pace.
That's the best thing for him to do. I mean, he's landing such big shots. Like, why would you even engage a black belt jiu-jitsu on the ground? I'm sure Mitch is confident he can win the fight anywhere, but like, you're clearly.
But this is working.
If it's working, why don't change it?
At this pace, Raposo almost dominant really in this opening round.
He's definitely been dominant in the stand-up.
Absolutely.
Carvalho, seemed okay on the ground for the few seconds they were there, but.
Oh, another shot there. Nice job spinning him out. Lands that shot right to the chest. Raposo's striking looking good. His hands look fast, Joe.
He's very fast. He's like a ghost. It's like he hits, and then you try to counter back, and he's gone. Footwork is very good.
Raposo feeling it here in round 1. Another leg kick that almost sends Carvalho crashing to the canvas again. Nice left hand on the way up. Raposo really doing what he wants here early on. Carvalho just seems like he's just chasing him down.
Carvalho's eating some big shots, but he's recovered.
Carvalho just kind of dropping the guard a bit.
Mean mugging him a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, there's a nice left hand by Raposo again. You see a welt forming under the left eye of Carvalho. He is taking some monster shots in round one as the opener comes to a close. And Joe, just a really good round for Raposo. Just, I don't want to say toying with his opponent, but really just executing the game plan and doing what he wanted to do.
No, I mean, this is kind of what we see out of Mitch a lot of times. So here we go with the replay. You know, he's landing big shots at will. There's the leg kick. That was the very first leg kick of the entire fight. He kicked his leg off from under him. You know, and he's just moving his head a little bit. Big takedown. Again, not really what he wants to do. It's nice to take someone down, but not really what you're trying to do. Decent right hand there. We see it over and over. We saw level changes, then some body shots, some punches to the face.
I love the level changes. That's a great point, Joe, because he's going with the leg kicks downstairs, comes back upstairs with the left and the right. Carvalho doesn't really know what to defend because Raposo's really giving him a look at everything.
Yep. And if you're cornering for Mitch right now, it's kind of what do you tell him, right? You tell him you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you want to get the finish, but at the same time, you don't want to be reckless. You don't want to be reckless and engage on the ground, but you want to just pressure a little bit more on the feet.
And what's the balance between that? How do you find that line?
It's hard, you know, like if you push a little bit too hard, you take Carvalho down, he catches you in a guillotine or something stupid, right? Like, but if you have another round like that, you don't want to have 2 more rounds like that. Like he's doing well, he's chipping away, but at the same time, if you're Mitch Raposo, you're looking for a finish. You're trying to find that next gear.
You don't want to let a guy hang around too long if you don't have to.
Especially if you're giving him chances. You know, it could be one time Mitch, shoots in and takes him down, and he gets wrapped up in a guillotine, and that's it.
Round number 2 underway. Michael Parenti joined by Joe Lozon. We are cage side at CES 71 as Raposo lands a big
great.
left and a big right hand. It's over. That is going to do it. He is out cold, and Mitch Raposo is your new world flyweight champion. What a finish.
Great right hands.
Absolute stunner from Raposo, right hand, and Carvalho ate it cleanly, and he is out like a light. It seems like all of Fall River is at Bally's tonight. Raposo just taking his time, soaking it all in. He is your new CES MMA World Light Flyweight Champion.
Mighty Mitch.
A thunderous finish to the action here tonight, Joe. And we're going to get a replay real soon there, as soon as Carvalho hopefully gets to his feet. He is still out. He took a left hand early, spun back out, and just left the guard down. And Raposo cracked him with that overhand right. And there was no doubt before Carvalho even hits the canvas. Here's the left hand. He's already wobbled here. No chance. Good night.
He hit the ground hard when he went down, too. He hit hard with the punch. Hit the mat really hard, too.
Just stuck that left hand out. Very weak jab and just ate the overhand right. Perfect execution by Mitch Raposo. Joe, we talked about it, just sticking to the game plan, being patient. When you do that, the opportunity's there.
Yep. It's hard. You know, I would like to see Mitch do that a little bit sooner. I think he could have done that in the first round, honestly. Like, he did awesome. But he's got to find that gear a little bit sooner.
And I'm sure that may be something to do with the fight being 5 rounds and not 3. Perhaps if it's a 3-round fight and he sees it there, he goes for it early. But, you know, I think fighters are taught to some degree to pace themselves and, like you said, not be overly aggressive. But right there was that beautiful opportunity, that 2-punch combination, the left hand followed by the right. And what a way to end the night here at CES 71.
Great finish. Great finish.
Absolute perfect finish. Carvalho, I don't think, still knows where he is. Finally upright. They're going to get him to the stool now. Blood dripping out of the corner of his mouth. I mean, he took a shot, Joe, that we haven't seen all night.
Yeah, that was definitely the biggest shot of the night.
By far the best finish of the night, no question about it. Raposo, by far the fighter of the night for that performance. Absolutely undisputed, and he is your new flyweight champion with the bang. And it's a big night for him, coming off what happened at CES 70, had the weight cut issues. He couldn't get into the cage and fight, and you know what that's like for a fighter to miss out on an opportunity. You think it's the end of the world, it's going to derail your entire career, and instead he gets an opportunity here to fight for a title, and this time delivers. It's a perfect ending for Mitch Raposo.
He did great. You know, like he found that next year he was looking for. You know, like he was picking away in the first round, being patient, not being too overzealous, not being reckless, and then he saw his moment and he took it.
Carvalho getting a lot of attention in the center of the cage from the ringside physicians. The medics are in there to check him out. He appears to be in better spirits, and at least on the stool, and he's upright. And for Raposo, he's going to go to 7-1 with this victory. now take the belt into 2023. And for Carvalho, he drops to 7-5-1. What a finish tonight here at CES 71. Just can't say it enough. And it was really, Joe, one of those things that you could kind of see coming. You just didn't know when it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you could see it, but I honestly, I thought that was going to happen much sooner in the first round. The first round, like, it kind of seemed like Mitch was kind of landing at will a little bit, you know, but it didn't come. It didn't come. And then as soon as the second round, I don't know what, you know, I saw Tyson very animatedly, you know, getting on Mitch a little bit, you know, and then as soon as the fight was over, Mitch ran over and started pointing at Tyson. So whatever he told him was right.
And it really looked like from the beginning that Carvalho was just a step behind Raposo, really not quite there yet. We're going to get some more in a bit. Let's send it up to our cage announcer, Adam Palazzo, with the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 19 seconds into round number 2 by knockout, and new flyweight world champion, Mitch Raposo. All right, Mitch.